Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Scavenger, and welcome back to another episode of What a Legend. I hope you guys are ready. We are in this city, if you don't remember from the last episode, and I think we're trying to, figure out where Lord Hammerdick's going to be and try to get, he's got this little crystal that I think we're trying to get from him to help out Madeline Goldenbush, who's locked in like a cell somewhere in the dungeon or wherever they keep her. I don't know. It didn't look like a dungeon when we visited because it looked like it was outside. But anyway, I'll shut up. Let's go ahead and play the game. Let's get into it. Before we get started, go ahead and check out the links in the description. Also, check out the BitChute link specifically if you guys want to see uncensored content. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Hey, Jesse. Hammerdick's in his office. Let's go to the door and try to sneak in and see if we can learn anything new about Hammerdick and that runestone. The runestone's a thing that is keeping Lady Goldenbush trapped, I think. All right, Lana. I'm ready to do sneaky stuff. That's a passage permit office. I kind of just want to click on it. So this is a passage permit office. I see what Simone meant by the door being open and not anyone inside.
If you want anything from that office, you're wasting your time.
No, I'm good. I've already got a passage permit. Why would I be wasting my time, though?
Because no one's ever there. The officer responsible has gone on an indefinite coffee break, leaving me to watch over the door day and night.
He didn't seem happy about that. I see. Lucky I don't need more permits. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, what if we go here then? Listen, kiddo. Hammerdick should be upstairs in the big office. I'll go and talk to the guard, and you sneak in and...
Hello there.
Seems like a nice fella.
If you're looking for the tourist information office, it sadly got replaced by the passage permit office. But I should be able to assist you with the simple directions.
Yes, that would be kind of you. Oh, Hammerdick's right here. You guard! Go to the post office and tell them to prepare me a fast pigeon.
Where to, my lord?
The palace. The palace? Did you say something? No, I didn't. You, where have I seen you?
Done, my lord.
She just took off. She bolted. Like, I'm out of here. Because I'm sure he would recognize her.
There will be a fast pigeon ready for your use.
Good. That woman, she looks faintly familiar. Fuck. I hope he didn't recognize her.
She was there earlier when Waldo stopped you in the street.
Yes, it must be that.
It's a letter about the special prisoner.
It is none of your business what my correspondence with the king is about, you nosy imbecile.
Of course, my lord. It's just that perhaps the king would forgive her. I'm not saying it because I feel any loyalty whatsoever toward her. But the guards aren't happy about the torturing because they say she used to be kind to them.
Kind? You and other useless vermins will follow all my orders, or there will be consequences. Do you understand?
Yes, my lord.
Now make sure that nobody disturbs me as I finish my letter in the archive room. There's a lot of paperwork to be sorted and coins to be counted. And we will do it personally after we're done with our letter. So he's in a different office, huh? I should tell Lana about that. Lana, he almost recognized you. Hammerdick is too sharp. I think I better not bump into him too much or he might just catch on. Did you hear what he said, though? That he has been torturing Lady Madeline? Yes, he shouted it for everyone to hear. No, not that. He said he's in a different place. Mentioned the archive room, I think, and that he has to do a lot of paperwork there. The archive room. Yeah, why? Because I have an idea. Really? What idea? Come with me. Where to? Follow that conveniently placed arrow and come behind the city hall. This arrow. Okay. How convenient it is. Okay. So what are we doing here, Lana? We're spying on Hammerdick, of course. Are we? Do you see that window? That's the archive rooms. Oh, awesome, Lana. Let's peep through it. And risk being seen by anyone who's passing in front of the dungeons or going up to the castle? Yeah, I see the problem. What are we doing here, then? Go and stand against that other wall of the office and give me a leg up. The wall without any windows? Yes, nobody will see us there. Okay, but we still need a window if we want to see what Hammerdick's doing. Do as I ask. I'll show you a little secret about that office. Okay. Alright. Curious, I leaned against the wall, bent my knees a little, and clasped my hands together, ready to give Lana a leg up. Dropping her staff and removing her hood, she came and held my shoulders for support. And putting her feet on my hands, climbed up and reached one of the upper bricks of the wall, revealing her beautiful nipples while doing so. This might not be the best time to say it, Lana, but I love that you never wear anything under your clothes. Focus, Jesse, or you might drop me. There's a brick that's loose, and if I find it, we'll be able to see inside this office. Take all the time you need, Lana. I'm good. Got it. Okay. Oh no. I forgot they hung a painting in front of the hole. It's a pity, but I have to damage it. Oh, she poked her finger through the painting and gave herself a clear view of the inside. So do you see anything? Hammerdick's here, and alone. He's got his back to me and is writing something. I see it, Jesse. And yes, it's a runestone. Great! Shh. I think you heard that. Who was that? The people in the marketplace, no doubt. Anyhow, let me read the letter one last time before mailing it. My dear Vil, the torturing of the last golden bush is progressing according to the plan. She is resisting slightly, but I will break her soon enough. The guards have orders to deprive her of sleep, and I have them under control to ensure that my instructions are followed to the letter. So? Shh, I'll tell you later. On one occasion, I thought she was finally ready to tell me how to reach the center of the maze. And I opened the door using the stone you inscribed for me. By the way, I am still in awe of your magical power. But alas, she only wanted to read my mind and find my weakness. Wait, why have I written this part? King Vil doesn't need to know about that slight embarrassment. I wonder what it is. Alright, who took it out? I know you're extremely busy, and I am fully aware that reaching the center of the maze is only one of many plans that occupy you. But I want you to know that you have a reliable ally in me. And I have every faith in your future success, and count the days until I come and kiss your majesty's hand in the Neverneff Palace. Your loyal friend and humble servant, Lord Hammerdick. Not bad, not bad. I'm such a good writer. I need to rewrite it one more time and remove the unnecessary bits, and then it's ready to be pigeoned. Lana put the brick back into the hole and came down, stepping back and looking crestfallen. So what did you learn about the runestone? That Hammerdick used it to open Lady Madeline's cell, exactly as we suspected. Thanks to Simone. Her tips saved us a lot of time. Yes, Jesse, your new girlfriend was very helpful indeed. What's the matter then? The guards have orders not to let Lady Madeline sleep. That's how they're torturing her. Fuck. I mean, it's better than getting flogged or something, but still. We mustn't lose time, Jesse. We need to devise a plan to get the runestone and reach the cell. Okay, leave it to me, Lana. I'm good at coming up with plans. Is that so? Yeah, I often have situations like this where I have to think my way to a solution. All right, but don't take too long. It's time to think. All right. So, let's think. Hammerdick is torturing poor Madeline. I need to come up with a plan to steal the magical stone that opens her cell. It'll be awesome if I can come up with an effective and intelligent solution to impress Lana. What's the best way to get the runestone? Well, the only option I have right now, because we got to go through them all, is pickpocket. So Hammerdick must keep that stone on him at all times. Perhaps we can pick his pocket as he's passing the streets. To do that, we'll need to excuse me, but I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, kiddo. I know thinking is your thing, but we don't have time for it. What? What do you mean, Lana? Thinking is an important part of my gameplay. We cannot afford missteps, Jesse. I have already seen the quality of your thinking. I think we can agree that your ideas are unorthodox. Remember when you dressed up like a sheep to slip past the guards? So what? It worked, didn't it? Eventually, on the third try. And that's not fast enough given the circumstances. So I guess you want to do the thinking yourself. No, I'm simply going to say the best approach. You said that Hammerdick has a lot of work in his room, right? That's what he said. Good. So look up. Do you see that skylight? We'll enter the office through it at night and wait until the morning. Once Hammerdick arrives, we'll incapacitate him and take the runestone. And then we'll have the whole day to reach the dungeon cell and rescue Lady Madeline. Is that a good plan or not? Are you crazy? What if the whole day isn't enough, especially with all the extra guards? And what the fuck do you mean incapacitate? I'm not killing Simone's dad. That's our fastest solution, Jesse. It'll be impossible to take the runestone as he's in the street, and infiltrating the castle is possible but time-consuming. Okay, I have a better idea. We do the skylight thingy, but do it as he's there in the office. You'll lower me in with a rope, and I'll take the gem as he's sitting there. From his desk, right under his nose? Sure, I could do it. He's not going to be looking up, because he'll have his eyes fixed on the ground, looking at the golden coins at his feet. And when he goes down to pick them up, I'll take the stone, and you'll pull me up. That's possible, but very risky. Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, in the worst case scenario, you'll have to come and rescue me as well. Just as long as I don't have to steal fucking runestones for it. Well, for your information, if you're ever caught, I'll do everything I can to rescue you at once. No, Jesse, if I'm ever caught, you run. Run and stay far. Nonsense, I'll never leave my friends behind. Anyway, so we need a rope, huh? I saw one in the mansion, tied around a big-ass chest in the bedroom. I'm kind of excited about that, because maybe we'll get to use the chest. We're right next to the marketplace, Jesse. We could just buy a rope before doing the theft. Yeah, but we already have a rope, Lana. And one of my moms used to say, you should never buy again what you already own. If we see it's no good, we'll come back here and buy whatever we need. I don't trust that mansion. It makes me feel uneasy. It's just an empty building. And I really want us to check out the place properly. We broke the curse of it together after all. We didn't break the curse, you did. And I still don't know how. Yeah, but who made me like that, huh? You did. Let's go and get the rope. We went to the bedroom of the cursed mansion and stood in front of the big chest at the foot of the bed. Here. This is the rope I meant. But that's an elvish rope. What's an elvish rope doing here? I don't know. Do you think it'll be usable? Oh, yes. These are rare. But Jesse, that means the owner of this place was probably an elf. Now that is interesting. You're such a hypocrite, Lana. Until a few moments ago, you didn't like this place. And as soon as we find an elvish shoestring in it, it's suddenly all interesting. I still don't like the cursed mansion. I only said that because I wonder who could have, never mind. Why am I explaining myself to you? That's okay, Lana. Nobody's perfect, not even a sexy elf princess like you. You got that part right. Hey, look, so many clothes, no? And all of them are for women. Whoever this mansion belonged to, she sure liked wearing sexy clothes. No, these clothes are of totally different sizes. Look at this dress. It's pixie-sized. Ooh, I wonder if we can give that to Maple. Fuck, you're right. So, maybe it's a dude's room. Oh, that's what it may be. And one with an unusually active sex life. I got one of the dresses and held it in front of Lana's body. This dress will look good on you. That's too fancy for me, Jesse. Nah, you're a princess, Lana. Nothing will look too fancy on you. She hesitated for half a second and then held the dress in front of her. Why not? It's been years since I didn't wear this style of clothes. So how do I look? Irresistible, of course. Although I would rather you took off the rags. Oh, and one more thing. Oh, I reached behind her head and pulled her hairband. There, now I'm completely crazy for you. Are you? I didn't realize it at first because we were both laughing, but when I looked at her, I saw what she had done. In opening her hair, I had accidentally caused her eye patch to fall. And in the few seconds that it took her to notice and put it back on, saw what lay behind it. It was both shocking and scary, a milk-colored eye. Shattering into 100 pieces and looking at me with surprise, anger, and perhaps a tinge of fear. She covered it quickly. I'm sorry. It was an accident. Relax, kiddo. I'm the one who's sorry that you had to see that. What? May I ask, what happened? Magic. Fucking magic. She went and stood in front of the mirror and looked at her image. Are you okay? Whether she heard my question or not. I lost my eye because of my gift. You know what gifts are, don't you? The magical abilities that some members of older families are born with. Like Madeline and Serena's magic. I know. Yes, the Golden Bush and Never Enough gifts are celebrated and powerful. I was born with a lesser ability. A useless magic that must have been in our bloodline. What ability? The ability to see ghosts. Ghosts? You're kidding, right? It wasn't as impressive as teleporting, conjuring things up, or transforming into a human, but I loved it all the same. I had many friends who no one except me could see, because having the ghost eye is rare, very rare. And what's more, my father always asked my opinion on different matters because he said that my gift marked me for ancient knowledge. I think that's why Vil did it. He was jealous of that supposed knowledge everyone spoke of. I remember the day it happened. Even though it was many years ago, she was like a totally different person. I'd gone to the music room to watch the sunrise. I used to like that room because my ghost eye would always light with magic when I was there. Near my friends. A troupe of ghostly performers who lived in that gallery and would always come and play whatever song I wanted. On that morning, though, they stopped shortly after they had begun and went and stood further back in a corner. They always did that when Vil was around. And he had silently crept in, and standing near me was gazing at me with a strange expression on his face. What's the matter, Vil? You look pale. Were you conversing with spirits? I was. I was also listening to their beautiful song while enjoying the view. Song. The things you could do with your gift, and you use it to listen to songs? I wanted to tell him that it was none of his business how I spent my time, but he didn't give me a chance. Lifting up his hand, he uttered a terrible spell that blackened his fingers and pinned me in place. gagging my throat so I couldn't even scream. I first thought he was going to kill me, but in a voice shaking with excitement, he told me his real motive.
I will take your gift, dear sister, and put it to better use. Don't resist if you want it to be over quickly.
Then he directed his magic toward my face. And I felt my eye, my ghost eye, the eye that would always light with magic when spirits were near, get pulled out of its socket and shatter. His spell did not work on gift magic. He didn't manage to steal my ghost eye, merely destroyed it. The king was furious, and even though he was old and Vil was his heir, he threw him out of the palace. Anyway, that's the story. So sorry, Lana. It must have been painful to lose your eye and your friends, and go through all that. Yeah. But I'm fine, Jesse. We'll pay for what he did. We'll first mess up whatever he's planning with Lady Mad, and then I will personally make sure he's stopped. Haha, I like your foolish confidence. I'm serious. He'll pay for what he did to you. I know you mean it. And thanks for that. But Vil's way out of our reach magically, and I've gotten used to being blind. Can't anything be done for your eye, though? I mean, is there a cure or anything? No, the eye is destroyed, and there's no cure. The maze confirmed that. The maze? The same maze that Vil wants to reach the center of? The very same. They say that the maze knows the answer to every question, but only a golden bush can reach the center and converse with it mentally, even though they're prohibited from using it for anything other than the protection of the realm. That is why I came to this city in the first place, to convince Madeline's great-great-grandfather to enter the maze for me and ask about my eye. But he refused to do it. And did Madeline do it? Only the day she became the city's ruler, she entered the maze, and among other things, she also asked about my problem. And what did the maze say? Nothing. It said, time will cure it, or some other nonsense cliche like that. What they say about the maze is all bull. Whatever magic it once had, it is now too old and twisted to be useful to anyone. Just like my eye. If this is bullcrap, then why has Vil kept Madeline in a cell to help him reach the center of it? But still, Lady Madeline did it for me. She didn't have to, and it was against the tradition, but she did it because she cared for me. And I failed to protect her when she needed me. We'll rescue her, Lana. This is not over yet. We have a plan to get the key to her cell. We can go to the city right now if you want. No, Hammerdick must have left the castle already and taken the runestone with him. I will keep the rope and meet you tomorrow behind the city hall. And then we'll steal the runestone and open the cell. Yeah, sure. We'll do it tomorrow. Night, Jesse. And thanks. Hey, come on. Anytime. Damn, poor Lana had it rough. No wonder she doesn't trust magic. It reminds her of her asshole brother. And perhaps it makes her sad a little because she remembers how happy she was when she had her gift. Vil. I feel like spending many years studying magic and doing to him what he did to Lana. That would be cool, no? Impossible since I don't like studying. But still, I could fantasize about being powerful and avenging Lana's eye. Anyway, that's all I can do for Madeline tonight. Tomorrow morning, I'll go behind the city hall and steal the damn runestone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that seems like a pretty damn good place to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And check out the links in the description if you want to further support the channel. Until next time, see you guys later. Bye-bye.